Welcome back to our online classes. Now today we are going to start pronouns. Now first we are going to see what's the meaning of pronoun. Words which are used in place of a noun or to replace a noun to avoid repetition is known as pronouns. Now those words which we use in place of noun. Now in English grammar, when you are going to repeat the same subject again and again in a sentence, then that sounds repetition. That sounds little bit repetitive. So just to avoid this repetition, we use pronouns in place of nouns. Now let's move on to the examples. I, we, you, he, she, it, they, this, that, these, those, etc. These are the examples of pronouns. We have more examples like myself, yourself, then each other, one another. Now these are all your examples of pronouns. Now let's see example of pronouns in sentence form. Here, Mohan is my friend. Mohan is a player. Mohan plays well. Now over here we are using Mohan again and again. While starting sentence you can use Mohan, subject you can use. But in the second and the third and the fourth time you cannot use Mohan as subject because this is not natural in grammar. So just to avoid these repetition of subject we use pronouns. Now see the example. The correct example is Mohan is my friend. He is a player. He plays well. Now over here we have used he is a player and he plays well just to avoid repetition. First we have used Mohan as a subject, but second time and the third time we replaced Mohan with the word he, and over he is your pronoun. Let's see kinds of pronouns. We have 9 different kinds of pronouns. First, personal pronouns. Now personal pronouns are those pronouns which indicate person, personally. Now over here we have 3 persons involved in personal pronouns. First person, second person and third person. First person means I, we, me, my. Second person, you. And third person, he, she, it, they, them. So 3 persons involved in personal pronouns. We will going to do this in detail afterwards. Now second is your demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are those pronouns which point out. Now pronouns which point out. Now point out means this, that, these, those. This book is nice, that book is nice. These children are naughty, those children are studious. So this, that, these, those are your demonstrative pronouns. Third, possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns means which shows ownership. Ours, mine, yours, theirs, hers, his. These are your possessive pronouns. Next, fourth, indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronoun means shows person or thing in general. This means that these pronouns do not refer a specific person, thing or any amount. Suppose if I say anybody can dance. Now over here anybody can be male or female. So anybody, somebody, anyone, no one, something. These are all your indefinite pronouns. Next, interrogative pronouns. Now interrogative pronouns means asking questions. What is your name? Why you are here? Which mobile is this? Now these are all your interrogative questions. Which, when, what, how, who. These are all your interrogative pronouns. Interrogative means which ask questions. Next we have reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronoun means action done by the subject and result comes back. It refers to the back. So reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, yourself, themselves. Now always remember that in reflexive pronouns, these pronouns are used after verb. I prepared myself for the test. I, subject, prepared, verb, and over here myself is your reflexive. So here I prepared myself for the test. In this sentence we use reflexive pronouns after your verb. Next, reciprocal pronoun. Reciprocal pronouns are those pronouns which we use for two or more subjects act in a same manner, each other, one another. For example, Rohan and Mohan help each other. We have taken two subjects over here, that is why we used each other. If we are going to use more than two subjects, then we will going to use one another. Example, girls have helped one another. Got it? Next, emphatic pronouns. Emphatic pronouns are those pronouns which emphasizes the subject or which emphasizes the noun. Emphatic pronouns are same as your reflexive pronouns. Myself, yourself, themselves, yourselves, himself, herself. But the main difference is that in reflexive pronouns, these pronouns are used after verb, but in emphatic pronouns, these emphatic pronouns are used before verb. For example, I myself can do it. I myself can do it. So over here, myself is used before verb. If I change this sentence, I myself can do it into reflexive, then what it can be? I can do it myself. So I can do it myself. This sentence is your reflexive, and I myself can do it is your emphatic. Last is relative pronouns. These pronouns are those pronouns which show relations. For example, who, whom, what, which, whose, that. Let's see the example. This is the book which I lost. Now over here we have two sentences. This is the book and second is I bought. Now these two sentences I have joined by using the word which. So which over here is your relative pronouns. Which is also used in interrogative. But the difference is in relative pronouns we are using the word which between the sentence. That is why it is your relative pronoun. Second example, he is the boy who lost my notebook. He is the boy, first sentence, lost my notebook, second sentence. And these two sentences are joined by which relative pronoun? Who. Who is also interrogative. But over here we are using who between the sentence, that is why it is called relative. Always remember in interrogative pronouns we use question mark at the end of the sentence. Clear? Now let's go in detail and we will going to see these types of pronouns thoroughly. First is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are those pronouns which we use in place of noun or subject. For example, I, we, you, he, she, it, they, them. Like this. Now, personal pronouns involve three people. First person, second person, third person. First person, suppose if I am the first person. So here, personal pronouns for first person is I, and if we are in plural form, then we. Singular I and plural, more than one, in plural we. Then second person, suppose you are second person. So for second person we use you. And if first person and second person talking about third person, then that third person is he, she, it, they, them. Got it? So in personal pronoun, three persons are involved. First person, second person and third person. First person pronouns are I, we, second person you and third person he, she, it, they, them. Over here I have used me and us in first person. What it means? It means that me and us are your personal objects. Are your personal objects. They are used as objects in the sentence. Now, let's see the examples. He is a teacher. Now, over here I can also write Rahul is a teacher. But I have replaced Rahul and instead of Rahul I have used he. So, first person and second person, we both are talking about the third person. And the third person is Rahul. That is why in place of Rahul we said he is a teacher. Next, it is a book. Again, we have used it. Now, third is I saw Lily yesterday. Now, over here, as a first person, I am saying this sentence that I saw Lily yesterday. So, over here, I is first person. Last, Lily saw them yesterday. Now over here, them is your third person. Clear? So he, it, I, them. These are all your personal pronouns. Next is demonstrative pronouns. What are demonstrative pronouns? Demonstrative pronouns are those pronouns which help to point out at something or someone. If you are pointing out someone or something, that is your demonstrative pronouns. Example, this, that, these, those. Now, these four words, this, that, these, those. If we are using this, that, it means we are using it for single person or thing. So, this and that we use for singular. These, those we use for plural. This, that for singular, these, those for plural. Now, this and these are used for near person or thing. This and these are used for near person or thing. That and those are used for far person or thing. Example, this book is nice. These books are nice. That book is nice. Those books are nice. So this, these are used for near and that, those are used for far. Let's move on to the example. This is your book. Over here, this is your demonstrative. That is a lost box. That is your demonstrative pronoun. So this and that is used for singular. Because we are talking about book and box. We are not talking about books and boxes. We are using book and box. That is why we are using this or that. Next, these are your copies. Over here, these demonstrative. We are using copies, plural. That is why we are using these. Last example, those are your rotten mangoes. So those are rotten mangoes. So those demonstrative and over here mangoes are plural. So copies and mangoes are plural. That is why we are using these and those. Got it, children? This is all for today. In the next class, we will going to continue the same chapter. We will going to study in detail about other types of pronouns. By the time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.